everybody, to another episode of Drummer's Paradise. Today, T,
Hey,
we got
Adam.
a special guest. Hey, buddy.
It's an honor to have this next guest in the studio
Absolutely.
here today.
I couldn't agree more. I hope you've been doing well.
Yeah.
It's been good.
Thank you.
So, Alexis Von Kraven, welcome to Drummer's Paradise, my good man.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Thank you for coming in.
Yeah. So, where are you coming in from today?
Toronto, downtown.
Toronto. Nice. Perfect. And what bands can people know you for?
Well, currently I'm playing with War Machine,
Yeah.
Toronto band, right? I am playing with Epic, which is a Faith No More tribute act
amazing.
right now.
Oh, yeah.
Other studio work and whatnot,
Yeah.
past bands, you can see me with Hollywood Monsters, Oprah's, Heaven's Fire, tons and tons, right? So
Amazing.
But
That's
if you want to find my work, it's easy. Just anywhere, Alexis Von Kraven, you're going to see material there.
We're going to put it in the link below, and everyone's going to be able to check this out. And we're going to jump to a video you crushing on the kit, and we'll be right back.
Let's check it out.
Check it out. Man,
That was wicked, eh?
Yeah,
what
Alexis,
a setup, too.
You got groove, bro. Wow. And that setup, yeah.
Eh? What a setup.
Wow.
I'd like to touch base on that setup. Your current drum setup, what you're playing, cymbals, snare drum, what type of drums you got going on?
I am a pearl artist currently,
Okay.
right? So
Nice.
so my shells are pearl, right? Depending on the project is the setup that I use. If it's something more soloist, I tend to go 3 bass drums, 22s, 16, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18, sometimes 20, sometimes 22.
Wow.
Cymbals are all Siljan. I can say that I'm officially a Siljan artist.
Oh,
right?
congratulations. That's
Yeah, it's awesome.
I've done clinics for Siljan Latin America and Siljan Japan. Since having a kid, my dad used to play Siljan, so it's in the family.
Oh, man.
I inherited his A customs, his old K customs, his old Z customs, right?
Oh,
and since
awesome.
then, I appreciate other makers because everybody makes great things, but it's always been Siljan around the house.
Close to your heart.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Zildjian makes some incredible stuff.
They
you know.
really do,
They
right?
really-
Yeah.
They've been making cymbals for centuries, right? So
They know.
it is good, right? Again, not knocking. I'm not knocking on anybody else because
no.
all the brands have good stuff. And
100%, yes.
Backline, I've used other brands and no complaints, right?
Absolutely. Agreed. 100%. So why don't you let everybody know how you got into drums and what sparked your passion to get into the groove of drumming?
My father was a drummer.
Mm-hmm.
He was a rock and roll / jazz drummer. I remember the very first time that I saw him rehearsing with his band. I was 3 years old,
Memorized.
right? And I have 2 other brothers that are older
Okay.
than me, so
Yeah.
I saw him. He set up his drums at the house.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started banging on the drums, and that was it for me, right?
You were hooked.
Yeah,
I was hooked to start learning the drums.
Yes. Okay.
Several years went by, and the time that I said I want to do this is my dad. On the weekends, he used to get ready and play some video cassettes
Mm-hmm.
and play a lot of live shows. But somehow he was playing the Monsters of, I think it's Monsters of Rock of Moscow,
Moscow.
where Metallica is playing.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
And as soon as that video started, I saw that, and my mind just went. That's what I want to do. That's it.
Forever, yes.
I want to be a drummer. I want to play live. That's what I want to do.
Good
right?
for you.
So
That's amazing.
that was the moment, right?
Yeah.
I was probably 6 at the time.
Okay, hook, line, and sinker. Yeah, cool. That's amazing. And from there, you took lessons. Did you get an education in drums or self-taught?
Ish.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it was for you having a father that plays drums.
I was just gonna say
It doesn't work. It doesn't
Right?
work in the standard way, right? So my dad, he saw me with the sticks, and he wanted to teach me, but it's your dad, right?
I know.
You're a kid, and,
Yeah.
and sometimes you get defiant when you have no clue what you're doing. So I remember he used to give me exercises in a book very similar to stick control,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a book in Spanish because I'm from Mexico.
Yeah.
So he would tell me, this is the way you do it. These are the singles, doubles, these are the exercises,
Mhm.
and then he would go to work. The week would pass by. Saturday I would sit down, start jamming because that's what I wanted.
Yes.
Just wanted to jam.
Groove.
He would come back and be like, okay, let's work on this. And, did you practice? Oh yeah.
Hey, of course
No,
I
you
did.
didn't, right?
I tell right away.
Oh yeah, and he would get mad at me. He would get mad at me, right? And he would tell me, like, you gotta practice. It's discipline. This is about discipline, right? You're not going anywhere without discipline. And again, you're immature. You're a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
right?
better, all right?
I know better than you. What are you talking about? So one time he said, you know what? You got no future in this, right? He was old school. Let's just put that in context. It's not that he was mean.
Yeah, of course.
The way it was back in
Different
my
times.
day,
Yeah.
right? They would push you by challenging you, telling you that, maybe this is not for you
Yes.
in a different way, right?
Right.
So he would say, no, you're not good for this. And I said, you're not a good teacher. And he said, okay,
Yeah.
you know what? You might be right. And got me into my first
Wow.
drum lessons with
Wow.
someone who wasn't into rock, wasn't into pop. He was a cumbia player.
Okay.
And I don't know if you guys know much about cumbia,
Not much, no.
but back in those days,
Mhm.
back in Mexico, you don't study cumbia.
Okay.
You feel it and you play, and then you
I
develop
gotcha.
whatever technique you can.
Right.
So I went with a guy that had a technique. I'm not going to say a good or bad technique.
Mhm.
It worked
It was
for
certain.
what he did, and started teaching me all these rhythms that I didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
But I was trying to prove my dad that
Yeah, you
he
could do
was
it.
wrong. Right?
Yeah, you were disciplined and you could do it.
So I learned, and then for some reason we had to change teachers. I don't remember if we moved, what happened, but I started studying with a lot of Latin teachers that weren't into rock or pop. It was all regional music. So they taught me how to feel. Right. That was more the lesson.
Focus on it. Yeah. Nice. It's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. And from there, you just pushed it, right, and stayed dedicated.
Well, if I'm remembering if I'm remembering correctly, by the time I was around 9-ish, 10-ish, you still have a lot of time after school, and I was pretty good at school, so I didn't need to study. I would come back home and just spend all evening playing drums, right?
Amazing.
And the drum room was at the top of the house, the top floor, so it was open. Neighbors can't complain. It's not like here, right? So I would be there from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. just like playing,
Hammering,
playing, right?
Riveted.
Playing albums, headphones, just mimicking. That's all I did up until middle school, probably.
It's amazing. So familiar, AT. Like, you remember those days just sitting back and like,
right? Just sit back and try to figure it out, right? Like, and it's so cool to hear your story, that you come from a father that played and a musical background, right? And
it is.
just listening to your story,
very
especially
similar.
when I have a similar upbringing in regards to the drums, it's just cool to relate a little bit to somebody else's upbringing with the instrument, right?
Yeah, and again, especially because he was always playing live shows, right? Deep Purple, Sabbath, Cozy Powell was always in rotation, right? So I was exposed to really good drummers
at an early age.
At a very early age. Yes. Just imagine your mind being a kid, so impressionable by everything, right? Just sit down and, friends would be outside playing football. I didn't care. I was like, oh, no, wait. I gotta check Matt Sorum, and I gotta learn his solo, right, from Japan, and I would play it and then nail it, and no, this sucks. I gotta nail it. So I learned a lot of live solos from the albums,
right?
And that really tests you because not only you have the drive to pay attention to what's happening, but you got the time and the imagination to place yourself in that environment, right? Like you finish, you're like, there's nobody there.
Yes, accomplishment.
Right?
100%.
It was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'd like to touch base, speaking of drum festivals and clinics and stuff like that, you've had quite a opportunity to internationally do some of that. I know a couple of years back you were out in Korea. Can you just explain to the guests and everything what that event was all about? And
it's surreal because when I got the first invitation was in 2016, and I had my Facebook page, artist page, right? So you get a lot of spam there, and I remember seeing the message from the organizer inviting me, and I read it, and I'm like, yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm like, sure, Korea.
Yeah.
And then I had a second message, and it invited me again, but it said, please give me an email to send you a formal invitation. I'm like, all right, there's my email. And then the email came, and I saw, and it was a real organization, right?
Real deal.
The Seoul Drum Festival. And I'm like, oh shit, what is this, right?
I'm intrigued now.
Right? Yeah. So I checked the past festivals, and I saw the artists that were playing, and I'm like, there must be a mistake, right?
Right.
Why me? So I responded, and then they sent me the invitation, and they said, you know what? It's these days. Performers are going to be Jojo Mayer and the Nerve. Ari Kimprota, the guy that does the backflip on the drums.
Right.
The Anthony Parks, who played with Mars Volta, and myself.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, sure. I mean,
it's quite the palette.
Yeah, I'm like, here's my information. Yeah. They send me on an actual envelope by mail. They send me the paperwork to go to the Korean embassy and get my work fees and all that. I was very new to all this international touring.
Right.
So I went there.
Interesting.
There's a line for everybody, and there's a line for, I guess, VIPs. Went to the guard, and I got this. Oh, VIP. Oh, shit. Okay.
Straight through.
No
problems.
So I'm walking in, and I get to a teller, and she's there, and she reads all. Oh yeah. Start. There you go. Your visa is ready tomorrow. I'm like, okay. Oh wow, this is happening. Right? That's the moment where I realized that this was serious.
It's real.
And then they flew me to Korea. I was still with Mapex. Mapex was great there. They provided all the backline. Siljan provided all the backline.
Awesome.
Evans provided new heads for everything. I took one of my close friends, keyboard player, crazy guy. I love the way he plays Fofo from Mexico, right? Yeah. And we went to Korea, and they took us to the stage. The stage was probably 4 times Philip.
I was going to say the drum riser.
Yeah.
Was like,
but that was the second time.
Okay.
The first time it was like an esplanade, open, right?
Open.
So it's probably like you standing at the Rogers on stage. That's how big it was. And again, it's arena PA what we had, right? So you get there, and I talked to the organizer. I'm like, "Hey, how many people are you expecting?" "Oh, around 40,000. I'm like, "What?
Oh, wow.
For a drum festival? Are you kidding me?" Yeah. I'm like, "All right, well,
Get ready for this.
we'll see, right?" Go back to the hotel. They brought us back to the stage, and I think I was before Jojo, and I was at the side of the stage, and I could see, and it was like full, right?
See,
I'm like, I don't know if I can do this, man. I don't know if I,
yeah.
right? Went out, did my thing. They loved it,
Nice.
and
Awesome.
and they invited me back, right?
Nice.
Which is very interesting because they usually don't invite back artists as often as they invited me
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
and Achilles Priester.
Okay.
We're the only two that have gone within years of the festival, and especially with the pandemic that put the festival on hold
Right.
for 3 years.
True enough. Yeah.
So 2022 was the second time I was there.
Wow.
That's-
Yeah, it's good for you though. That's because I know you've done. You also did the Medal of Shredders.
yeah, the
Shredders
shredder.
Metal.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
that was really cool. A good friend of mine, Andrew Suarez,
Yeah.
believe it or not, was actually on that as well with you.
Andrew,
And Chris Adler, if I was a judge on
A
that,
judge
right?
on it,
he
yeah.
was a judge on that. Yeah. So it's interesting. Before we change to Shredders,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
you were saying about the riser, right?
That's right.
So the second time that we went there, it was on an island, and we came in, all the artists. It was Gerald Hayward, Eric Moore. Um, ah, I'm sorry, man. I'm forgetting your name, but there's an English drummer, really nice drummer. I'm forgetting your name. If you see this, I'm sorry. And we go in, and the risers for the four headliners are like 25
But
feet.
it was insane.
Wow,
right?
that's craziness.
It was insane. I saw the photo. I'm just like,
And I go in, and again, I'm with Pearl. Pearl provided the backline, Seljan, blah blah blah, and I had a drum tech assigned for me, but because they didn't authorize my drum tech flying with me, so this guy is just like hanging from the riser, going, "Hey," and I'm like, "Dude, you're gonna fall, right?" And
25
he almost
feet.
fell. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
he almost fell trying to set up the middle bass drum. And there's a video there somehow, but that festival was also insane, man. Like both festivals in Korea. If you want me back, Korea, hit me up. I'm always available.
You'll be there.
Yeah.
Hit this guy up, guys.
that's awesome, though. It's what an opportunity and
Yeah.
experience.
A fun
to be able to do
experience.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, wow.
Especially in Korea.
No, and again, you're talking about people like Eric Moore, Jojo Mayer,
Mhm.
Arik.
Yeah, phenomenal,
Yeah, right?
phenomenal
You're
players.
surrounded by just sea of talent.
I remember in Korea we had a green room, and Gerald and Eric were just jamming on two kits that they had, right? And I was just sitting down. I couldn't even comprehend, because of course I've seen them on YouTube and I've seen their videos and they're amazing, but having them there and they're like, "Hey man, come and jump in," I'm like, "No, what am I gonna do?" No, I'm good, right? And they were so humble, and they Gerald taught me some rudiments and whatnot.
Yeah.
Eric was super cool as well, right? Like it was so nice. Jojo as well, when we were there, he was a really welcoming guy, right?
Yes.
A party guy, because we partied with him for the 3 nights we were out, man. And yeah, I mean, it's great,
Good
right?
times.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? It's T and Adam here,
What's happening?
and we got some Drummers Paradise swag.
Look at this.
Look at the T-shirt
It's amazing. Beautiful.
right there. We just wanted to let you all know. Hit up our social media account, Facebook, Instagram, our YouTube channel, Drummers Paradise Podcast. Subscribe, shoot us a message. We could get you fitted in one of these awesome, again, Drummers Paradise t-shirts.
Beautiful quality.
We appreciate all your support towards our channel, and we would love to see you in one. Again, follow, subscribe, and get fitted.
Yeah. Keep grooving.
Have fun.
Amazing experience.
So,
But you were saying about Shred.
yeah,
Shredder, yes.
the Shredder. I just want to touch base on that. What a cool opportunity that was. That was filmed in Toronto.
It was.
It was in Toronto.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Where was that filmed again?
Banger TV is Blue. It's located by Bloor and Davin and Lansdowne area,
Okay.
right over there. So when a friend of mine also that I played in a band a long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
apparently he was working as an accountant for Banger, and he sent me the link where they were opening the casting for the drummers, and I sent my video. It was you had to send an audition video. I sent it, and 2 weeks later they reply, hey, we like you, you've been chosen, and these are the dates that we're filming, right? And that's the only thing we knew. These are the dates we're filming. We will give you more details as time.
Yeah. Wow.
There was never no details.
No details. There was no details. So I think it was 3 days before when they said it's going to be 3 rounds and it's going to be a funnel competition, right? So the first round is you're going to have a minute of a solo, then you're going to be facing another guy, minute. Judges are going to deliver. Whoever passes, we're going to provide you with a backing track.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where things get blurry, because they said, we're going to provide you with a backing track. And according to me, they wanted to see how, as a drummer, you would approach a track, a metal track, right? Yeah. And then the third round, it was the final. It was going to be trading solos.
Right.
So I don't know how much you guys watched the show and the whole progress of the show, but when they send us the backing track, the track is like a Frankenstein of riffs.
Mash, yeah.
So when I heard it, I'm like, I don't know what am I gonna play, right? Like it comes from something that sounds like blast beats to power metal to thrash to this to that. There was no
cohesiveness to it.
Yeah. Right. That was the biggest challenge for me. So the solo is a solo, right?
Yeah.
You know that you didn't know who was gonna be there, but you know that they're gonna be metal drummers, right? And I knew, and I know that there's a lot of young talent out there. So I'm not that young anymore.
No.
And I have to play to my strengths. And my strengths are that I've been playing metal, but I've always added some kind of Latin here and there, and that makes it more dynamic.
Yeah.
For example, there's a salsa pattern that I always had to my right when I'm playing metal. And even some recordings, I've heard other drummers playing those songs live and they cannot nail it. Right? Because it's tricky. If you don't know the cascara and you don't know the clave,
for sure,
you don't understand what's happening.
That's right.
So I was thinking, I gotta, somehow I gotta give myself an advantage, because I can bet a lot of money that everybody's gonna go there and just play double kick and blast beats.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a guarantee.
What else are they gonna play? If somebody comes there and plays salsa, I'm gonna be like, wow, I stand corrected. But so I go there and I saw Mike Hershaw, I saw Andrew, I saw Derek, I saw Chris, and all the other guys, right? And I only knew a couple of them. I knew Andrew and I knew Mike. So I'm kind of familiar to the way they play. And I knew that if I get to compete against them, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. But if I get to compete with other guys that I don't know, then it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So I get there, and then that day they said the judge is Chris Adler, and it's Ollie, and it's Sam Dunn. And I love Lamb of God, don't get me wrong, but I'm not Chris's biggest fan. Right? I like your drumming, but I'm not your biggest fan. Why am I saying this? Because everybody, as soon as they said that, they were like, oh my God, Chris is going to be judging. And then I turn and I'm like, oh my God, Sam Dunn is going to be judging. Right? So I've been fascinated by the producer side all the time. So when I saw Sam being the guy judging, I was sweating, right?
Right. That's making you nervous.
Yeah, Chris wasn't the guy getting me nervous. It was Sam. So we went in. did what we did, and go watch the show. But I'll give you a spoiler. During my 2 performances, you gotta watch it. Go watch it. I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Go
You're
watch
gonna have
it.
to watch it,
Yeah,
guys. We're gonna post a link in the description below.
Otherwise,
100%.
Go watch it and then give your comments.
Yeah, you should definitely check it out.
Put your comments.
It's awesome
on the video.
It was a good little series, a good little thing, you know.
Yeah, we should do more of that kind of thing, don't you think, T?
100%,
eh,
right?
Alex?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just showcases a lot of good talent, right?
does.
And improvising on the spot too, with, like you said, with very little preparation to be able to prepare for it.
You had 3 days, I think you said, right?
Yeah. That's what really shows you how. I don't want to say how good or bad you are, but the level that you think that you are, you're not, right? You're not at that level.
That's usually true, right?
We all think, oh,
a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm prepared for that. No, you're not. No, you're not. And I think one of your guests was the one saying that you have to be over-prepared. I can't remember who said that.
Over-practiced.
Over-practiced, right?
It comes back down to what we were speaking at the beginning, discipline.
Yes.
If you're disciplined with the craft and you put the time into it and you're always practicing and focusing on all aspects of it, right? And you're well rehearsed, you're going to be able to get through those tough situations a little bit easier because you may know what to expect because you've prepared for those expectations, right?
Yeah, it's so easy for your brain to just go blank.
It is.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
So you have to be
prepared. Second, eh? It's just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's the recovery that matters.
Well, go watch Shredders or something like that. There,
I know.
But yeah, I mean, I remember back in my youth, right? Mm-hmm. I landed a gig as a fill-in for musical theater.
Okay.
A teacher of mine, I was playing classical guitar, and he knew that I was a drummer, and he knew that I was a better drummer than a guitar player. So he said, "Hey, listen." He used to play for this big theater in Mexico City, and he said the drummer needs to be away for a couple weeks. Would you be interested in filling in? It's for Phantom of the Opera.
Oh.
And I was like, wow. I saw the musical before, and I always loved musical theater. I said, yeah, definitely. So I had an audition, and since it was too soon for the guy to go do whatever he was doing, so they need to pick a guy quick, I pretty much bullshitted my audition, and I learned all the songs by memory.
Oh, wow.
But they wanted somebody who could read.
Oh.
Right? So when I got there, they put the sheet, and I'm like, okay, here we go. And I knew what I was playing, so I landed the gig. And, I landed the gig, 2 weeks. I did it not too bad because they called me back, and again I bullshitted my way again. This one was for Fiddler on the Roof. Right?
Okay, yeah, classics. So, all these classics.
So you could hear the songs and study them, right?
Yeah.
And there was a last time where I auditioned and they never called me back. This was an original musical.
Yeah.
So there was no music around, right? I didn't know how to read. I get to the audition. The guy's like, okay, we're going to play this and that. Sat down, play it. Okay. He put the music sheet, sat on the piano. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I heard the piano. I'm like, it has to be this kind of pattern, man. I don't care. I'm playing this pattern. And he's playing and jamming and all that. Now I'm going to make a note. All the other drummers that came in before me, they would be inside the room for a couple of minutes and then out.
Okay.
Right? So when I came in and he sat on the piano and we started playing for more than a couple of minutes, I'm like, ooh, I think I got the gig.
Yeah, something's
playing with the guy. Yeah, great. Now read what's on the sheet.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go again. I bullshit again. Do you know how to read? No. Out.
Just like that.
That was it. And they never called me back. So that was my short
in the theater.
Yeah, my theater career.
But the metal career, that's where really where the heart is in the passion.
Yeah, it's what
music, of course, right?
it's what I always listen to, right? Heavier music. At the house, my parents would listen to many things. My mom would be the counterpart of my dad, always listening to like romantic ballads and songs and all that, right? And you're in the car, and it's not like mom changing, mom changing, shut up, right? So you just would go with it.
Yeah.
And since I started playing with bands, which was when I was probably around 12.
Okay.
Bands meaning my brothers, because they also learned how to play instruments, and we had a band for a while. Oddly enough, I was the singer.
What was it called?
We were called first Bloody Mary.
Okay.
We didn't know that was a drink.
Yeah.
it just sounded bloody.
Yes.
Bloody Mary, right? And then we changed the name to Talion, which is this, I think it's the Spanish for another name, I don't know, maybe in English, but it's eye for an eye, right? It's the guy who said that.
Yes.
And that's when we included a guitar player that was not part of the family, an outsider.
Outsider.
And this outsider was a great guitar player. At the time, he was probably 16, I was probably 14, 15, somewhere around there. And my brothers, they weren't really interested in playing because they had school. So now they were more focused on girls and schools.
There were different priorities.
Yeah. And even though I was very inclined to go for girls too, I wanted music more. So I was playing more and studying less. And we started making our own music. And my dad said, listen, if you want to play, the only condition is that you're good in school. But for my dad, good in school meaning 90%.
Okay, nothing less.
Below 90, you failed, right? So I was failing, not according to my dad's standards. I was failing according to school standards, which is worse. It's like, you're not playing. And I would beg, my friends would beg, and, sometimes he didn't let me play. Sometimes it was an important gig. He had to let me play, so I started getting away with things.
Yeah.
But he was always supporting me, right? So when I was probably 18, I was playing for a happy punk band, like Blink-182-ish.
Yeah,
it was that era.
Yeah.
I hated that music. That was not my thing. But there was no other original bands around the city that were decent.
You wanted to play, so it only made sense.
And I remember we started writing corny, happy punk music, and I would play it like playing Halloween, like, and they were like, man, can you just play tumpa, tumpa? And I'm like, yeah, right? To the point where it was our music, so my drumming fitted with what they were playing, right? And when we started playing and opening for other bands, which were into the Travis Barker, into what's the other guy, Trey Cool, right?
Yeah.
Great drummers, but it wasn't what I was listening. I was listening to Uli Kirsch. I was listening to Gamma Ray, Halloween, Stradivarius. I was listening to all the European metal.
Yeah.
So it's like night and day. Whenever we would play, I would be the guy bringing 2 rack toms, 2 floor toms, right? Frankenstein from like a Yamaha Tama, whatever, right? I would just put pieces together, but I had a double kick, right? And drummers would see me come and set up my drums, would be like, it's just, one bass from one floor to one. What's with all this shit, right? They're like, oh well, I gotta use it, but it's punk. I'm like, I don't play punk. And when they saw me playing, it's like, this guy doesn't play punk. What is he doing here, right? Everybody wearing the shorts and the socks up to here,
skater shorts, right? And shoes and everything.
And I'm dressed up like a vampire. It's like, what is this guy doing here? It's just funny, man.
That's funny.
I didn't fit that whole scene, right?
Didn't work out.
I started playing originals like that.
At least you got your feet wet, right? And then you can evolve from there. So
that band took me to play with other projects, and because of them, we met a producer. He liked our stuff. He recorded a demo for us, and then he liked my drumming, put me to the test, invited me to record some pop artists.
Oh, nice.
And one thing that I worked a lot, because a lot of people were telling me to, was my consistency in terms of how hard I hit.
Yeah.
And they were like, "That's great for pop, right?" And that's why they were calling me for musicals, because in musicals you got everybody dancing and whatnot, and you got to make them dance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? If you don't do that,
You're the one making the move.
You're fired. So I had it, and I was still working on it. So this guy brought me to the studios, started doing the sessions. Again, I was very young, but I started making money. And then I would come home, and my dad, it wasn't the same for him not to tell me, "You cannot go and record because now it's my job." Right?
Income.
That barrier we already crossed it, where it's like, "Hey, I gotta go work."
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? And so he said, "Listen, I'll support you, but just promise me you're gonna finish a career. You're gonna go finish school, get a career, and don't go for music. You can play already. Don't go for music.
Right.
Study something that's gonna help you."
Yeah, just in
Right?
case.
Yeah.
Right? Back up.
Because he was seeing me that I was dead on serious in music, right? Now, back then, I wanted to be a surgeon. That's what I really wanted to be.
Nice.
And I did the university exams, and I passed them.
Nice.
I was accepted for medicine. I was doing practices because I was good friends with a teacher. Because at that time, I'm already drinking and partying and all that with bands, so my teachers would come to my gigs.
Right.
So this teacher was in the university at the morgue. So he's like, "You can come and start practicing with us to see if you really want to do this, right?"
Oh, wow.
So I went there, did that. I loved it. And the time that I had to decide what was I needed to do something with my life. And the time that I had to
Choose
decide,
your path. Yeah.
I remember that I had medicine, accounting, which I hated, but my dad and my brother, my oldest, are accountants, or marketing. And marketing was very new to me, but marketing was the one that my dad said, "If you study that, you're going to be able to learn how to sell yourself as a brand and as a product." And that's exactly what artists are. So I just went with it and went for marketing.
Amazing. I think that's a good choice.
Yeah,
if you're serious about, drumming and the career, right?
That's what I did. Got my degree.
Amazing. Congratulations.
And kept playing and paid my studies by playing.
Awesome.
And it was tough because I was gigging a lot, and gladly I was good in marketing, so I didn't have to study. I was the odd guy in university because everybody's like, very preppy and all that. And I'm the guy with the long hair. My beard was red and Notre Dime bag. And, the camo shorts. And this guy. And I
The
had
vulgar display ripping.
And my grades were great. Teachers loved me, right?
Yeah.
I was at work. I was doing what they were teaching us. So they were like, "Okay, explain to us what you guys do at the agency." "Oh, we do this and that," and it was very easy for me to graduate gladly.
That's amazing. Well, Alex, if you don't mind, let's let our guests know, how did the mask and everything all come to be for you? Where it became, the history. Give us the background on.
Yeah, I've always said that it's one of my worst ideas, right? Because it was an accident. And the mask, I saw the first mask that I used. I saw it on a picture that a friend of mine posted from a Halloween in Mexico, and I was already living in Canada. And I saw it, and I'm like, "Oh, that's a cool mask. Do you mind if I buy it from you?" It's like, no. So when my parents came in, they brought me the mask, and I had it at my studio. And at the time, we were playing with, I was playing with Moxie. And we were recording the live album for the 40th anniversary at the Sound Academy. And my drum tech at the time, Rob Macbeth, said like, "Hey, why don't you use the mask during your solo?" I'm like, wouldn't be bad, eh? I don't know. So we didn't know what to do. We brought the mask. I'm playing the show. The mask is right here. Solo is coming. And he's like, yeah, use the mask, right? I'm like, "You sure?" Yeah, use the mask. So I'm like, all right, solo time. And I turn and put the mask on, play the solo. we were recording and filming that show. So that snippet of a solo, I put it up on YouTube and went viral.
No, nice.
And at the time, John Long was our investor, and he was the one saying like, that's a great gimmick that can become your brand, but consider making yourself something like unique.
Original.
You can't be using a Halloween costume, right? And I said, yeah, but I don't think I'm going to be using it. It's too much, right? It's like, no, think about it. So, years later, sadly, John passed away before he could see the second mask. And because that video got viral, I decided to use a mask, and I went and I learned how to do prosthetics, and I built myself one, but it was too much. It was too uncomfortable, right? You have to use glue, 2 hours to put it up and whatnot. It's the one that I used in shredders, which at that contest, for me, it added more stress and more work than anything else. But I realized that it was working because they actually liked it, right? There's
feedback.
There's a point where Chris says, I thought that you were all gimmick, but you're the real thing. And I was like, oh, wow, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So
That means something.
yeah, that's super cool. And then I played with it for a while until the pandemic. I switched to Pearl. I still had my 3 bass drum kit that was catching attention on the internet, and I was gonna release the new reference that I got from Pearl, and it was gonna be called the Black Widow.
Okay.
So with that theme, I said I gotta make it even more special, and I'm gonna go and make myself a new mask. So I contacted this artist in Hamilton, and he did all the casting, he did all the sculpting, and we worked with it. And this is the story about
this
particular
product,
one.
and it's amazing.
It looks awesome.
Such a good job. Yeah,
It's,
super cool.
It's more comfortable. It's easier to play with. I can see better. It's still adding that layer of heat and whatnot.
For sure.
I've had it for 8 hours straight filming videos, and it's all right.
Manageable, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, it articulates to your face movement and mouth movement, which is super neat too.
So
It's awesome, man.
It's not just a Halloween mask anymore.
That's it.
It's the real deal. That's super cool.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So why don't you tell everybody, what do you have coming out recently? What are you working on? Do you have anything you can share with us?
yeah, I'm playing with War Machine.
Awesome.
Right, we've been recording a lot of the old catalog, and we're preparing the new album. We did some live off the floor recordings.
Okay.
Which, besides drumming, I do producing as well, because it's part of what I really like. So I got us into a warehouse, mic'd everything, got the cameras in, and we just went in and played, right? And we did those live sessions in order to reactivate our social media and the fan base and whatnot. And I know every artist says the same thing. Oh, new album's coming, and I guess new album's coming. Don't ask me when.
Yeah, it's in process.
But
it works.
But that's the material with War Machine. We're working on it.
Cool. That's exciting.
I'll never let you back in my life. It's not worth it. time, like dark lines in bones.
As a solo artist, which is what I do also a lot, I'm in January. I'm going back to that same warehouse. I'm reshooting one of my old albums from Inner Turbulence. I'm going to release it now as a solo project with the same masters from the guys.
Okay.
But I'm going to revamp the whole drumming.
Right.
This time the drums are getting bigger, are getting more obnoxious. It's
More badass.
more of a pain in the ass to transport and all that, but I hope that people like it because it's a lot of work, right? But it's going to be something really cool. That's happening in January for next year.
Exciting stuff.
Right now I'm recording a lot in my studio. I own my own studio, Seven House Studios in Toronto.
How long have you owned that for? Did you build it from ground up, or?
It's been going on for 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, right when the pandemic was opening up is when I
you were like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a studio.
Yeah, I built it for myself.
Yeah.
And then that, opened up to collaborating with some projects.
Opportunities, right? Yeah.
But gladly, the solo work that I get as a session guy keeps me there all the time, right? So I'm always sending, people don't know me for it, but I'm always sending, I'm always recording pop, funk, ballads and whatnot at the studio. And we just did an album with an Italian composer, Alberto. He put together a lineup of great singers, and as musicians, it's him playing almost all the instruments except for drums, which I'm playing.
Yeah.
And bass, which is played by Baron Courroy, who's Schenker's bass player. What's his name? Not Rudolph, but the other one, Michael Schenker. Right? And
one of the best.
And he was playing for Blind Guardian and whatnot. So you can realize the level of
quality.
Yeah. So you hear the tracks and it's like, ooh, I gotta step it up on the drums, man.
Right,
this guy's kicking my ass.
I'm not sleeping on these.
So that and
that's exciting.
We did the Hollywood Monsters some years back. There was talks for a new album. I don't know if that is happening at all. But Danko Jones is there, Greg Godovitz, ex-Megadeth guitar player Glenn Grover, right? Don Airy from Deep Purple is there. So it's a bunch of projects of artists there for that project that is awesome.
That is super cool. Monsters, right?
Yeah,
truly, right? Yeah,
so,
at their craft. That's exciting. You got a lot going on, and it's really admiring, man. I really like it.
Yeah, it is definitely. And like I said, I follow you on your social media, which we'll definitely post in the
descriptions
episode,
below.
So
we really suggest you
all follow Alex
man.
over here and his adventure and everything he does. It's a lot of cool content.
Yeah, really
but
cool.
Yeah, it's awesome on your producing level on how much time you spend in your studio. You got a nice setup there, and from what I've seen from what you post with your kid and everything, and it's really cool for you to come through Drummers Paradise today and chat it up with Adam and I.
It is. And if there is like 3 things you could give every drummer for advice, getting in the craft, people looking to improve themselves, who's hit a plateau maybe, well, what do you suggest?
There's tons of things, and again, like I said, I've watched your episodes, and other guests have said it to the T, right? If I could add to that, I think that not only you have to be true to what you want to do, right? You don't have to be a professional drummer if you don't want to. If you're just a drum lover, right? That's totally cool. You don't have to stress over being the best, because that barrier is inexistent. There's no best drummer here or there.
That's so true.
Right? It's just love the instrument, right? Love the instrument. Learn the sounds of every drum that you own, because you were saying about gear. I'm a gear collector. I have from my Mapex era, I have tons of drum kits, right?
Nice.
I have the pearls, I have the one that my dad gave me. I have tons, from very expensive to very cheap.
Right. Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it all depends on how well you know an instrument, because there's some recordings where I've used a snare that I put a couple clips inside and it sounds kind of like a snare, but it's the perfect sound for what we're doing. So it's not about having a $2,000 snare or whatever, right? Like
Best of the best. Yeah.
just submerge yourself into the passion of the sound, which is drums, acoustic drums. I've never played electronic drums. Maybe I will one day, but I'm an old school guy. I have to listen to it. I have to touch it. I have to tap it.
Air has to be moving between the skids.
Exactly. I have to feel it, right? So, learn to tune your drums. That's another thing.
Very
that we were
important.
saying,
Very important.
right? It's great that we have so much technology around, but you have to learn how to use
Your
these.
ears.
That's it. It's music.
The root of it all.
Right. So, and again, play with sticks, play with brushes, play with your fingers, play with everything. It's percussion, right? Play with your
Getting your hands used to it.
everything, right? If you're a drummer, it's because you can feel the rhythm, and the rhythm comes with even the pulses of the heart, right? Which is the most basic pattern.
So true.
So
Yeah.
learn to enjoy that. And enjoy it. Don't do it because you have to enjoy it.
That's right.
It doesn't work.
Has to be a love and a passion in it,
Yeah.
right? And that's provides drive. For sure. That's awesome. Alex, man, thanks for coming by today, man. I really appreciate your time.
For sure, man.
We'll definitely have to get you back out, or maybe even on a kit tour with set up down at your jam space at your studio.
Kit.
Have to hook up again.
My studio is your studio.
Awesome.
Anytime you guys are in Toronto, hook me up. It's there, right? And if you call me back, I'll be here.
Amazing. We really appreciate you making the drive.
Like I said, I love to chat. This can be half an hour chat or 2-day chat. It's up to you guys. Thank you for having me. I loved it.
I love it, man. Thank you so much. It means a lot.
And everybody, make sure to tune in to Drummers Paradise podcast. Subscribe to our official YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook. And we'll see you all soon. Eh, Adam?
Yeah, next time for sure.
Keep grooving.
And have fun.
See you in paradise.
Ciao.
Ciao, guys.
I